Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro, the most awaited video. I always say because people wait for this video. Weekly horoscope, week starting from today. That means 25th August to 31st August. How it will for all 12 ascendants. Let's welcome Akash ji from Mumbai.
Hello, Namaskar,
Namaskar.
Rohit ji. Thank you for inviting. Yes, today we are going to discuss about the 25th to 31st of August 2024. And for everyone who is enrolled, thank you so much. Those who want to enroll for the Hindi classes, here we are, special Hindi classes starting 13th of September, where you will learn astrology from basic till the time that you can read a chart. Aries ascendant people, here there is a lot of transits this week. First, moon is entering into exaltation, so very nice time. Gaj Kesari Yoga as well as Mahalakshmi Yoga together in the second house, so wealth is going to approach Aries ascendant people. Family life is going to be very, very awesome. A very nice time for all the Aries. Just imagine, sun is in Mool Trikon, moon is getting exalted, so both the planets are in the best places of Mahalakshmi. Then Venus enters Virgo. This is where it becomes debilitated. The second house lord and the seventh house lord debilitated. Here with Ketu can create a little bit of challenge, and that challenge can be especially in related to health of Aries ascendant people, and also some kind of debt which you have taken can become a bad debt, can become a little bit challenge. But on the other hand, moon is giving you a lot of promise of wealth recovery also. So great time for this week. Then Mars enters into Gemini. Finally, movement of Mars happens tomorrow. That is on 26th of August. This is going to the third house. Very important. When the Lagna Lord goes to the third house, and when the eighth house Lord is also in the third house, there is extreme hard work that is required. If you see your birth chart also, and if Lagna Lord is in the third house, then extreme hard work you must be doing in your life as well. So this is the time of hard work. Lot of work which is unfinished will now finish. Short distance travel will happen, and it will be a little bit hard, like a little bit tough. Then moon enters and makes a Mahalakshmi yoga here. So because of your communication, because of the journey that you're doing, you can again get some kind of gains related to money. So money wise, everything looks very, very nice. In fact, short distance travel here becomes a little bit more comfortable and rewarding. Then later, Mercury turns direct into Cancer. Everyone has been waiting for it. All the important things related to real estate, related to family, related to your, what you say, even career. Many things that you have to take decisions right. Everything should be done. And as Mercury gets direct, Moon will join it in its fourth house, restoring all the things very smoothly. Fourth house related stuff, that is anything to do with your mother, homeland, travel, as well as anything to do with your social security, you being feeling very safe and very nice. Some transaction related to property, vehicle, everything will be very, very smooth. So it is an awesome, wonderful month, wonderful week for Aries ascendant people. Only the thing is that Venus has got debilitated. But listen, remember, whenever a debilitated planet will be there, it put an exalted aspect on the 12th house. So long distance travel, those who have been waiting for a very long time to hear something from foreign distant lands, you will hear something. So that's where good news is. All the best. Special Hindi classes by Rohit ji starting 13th of September 2024. Enroll and make the most of it immediately. Very, very, very final slots left. So we just want to promote this. Taurus ascendant people, here unfortunately I just saw a comment from a Taurus ascendant person that they lost the job. Sorry for this. Really, really, I told you moon was not in the right position. That's why such things can happen, but it's okay, you will find something. Other than that, very, very awesome ascendant, very, very nice people. I have seen Taurus ascendant people to be very elegant. This is what elegance is. Taurus moon is entering into Taurus, and the reason for saying all this about Taurus is that moon will be in the highest position, highest place here, and in exaltation, where you will get exaltation plus Mahalakshmi Yoga plus both what you say Gaj Kesari Yoga. So three things happening, and that is because of you. So your charisma, your spark in the beginning of the weekend, starting today, it's going to be so wonderful that you can't even imagine. So make the most of it. Try to make that kind of influence on other people as well. Relationship wise, careful, because see, Moon is putting in debilitated aspect, as well as Mars is putting debilitated aspect. Mars is putting his seventh aspect on the seventh house, which can create a challenge in terms of relationship. Some kind of communication problem or some kind of emotional disturbance can happen. Then Venus gets debilitated, so Lagna Lord is getting. So now in the Lagna, Moon is exalted, but Lagna Lord is debilitated in the fifth house, problem related to children as well as related to love life, lot of communication problems. But in terms of money, there is going to be gain, because this is Mahalakshmi Stan, and Mahalakshmi, Venus, who's the deity of always praying towards Mahalakshmi, is coming to the fifth house here, aspecting the exalted aspect on the 11th house of gain. So a lot of gains coming, but emotionally, again, Mars is looking at the seventh house, Venus is here. So both the places we are seeing that love and romance and anything relationship with children and all has to be taken in utmost care. Then Mars enters into Gemini. Now, Mars entering into Gemini here is the 12th house lord in the second house. You can gain some money from foreign country or from partnership. If that is the kind of money or thing that you have been waiting for, you may gain here, and lot of happiness in your bank balance. Bank balance will increase, but because Mars is an aggressive planet, it can also create a little bit of rift of you screaming something, or you telling something very bad, or some kind of fight, verbal fight. This can happen, so be careful in that. Moon enters into Gemini. Now the money part here enhances more, because whenever Mars and Moon are together, it is Mahalakshmi Yoga. So Mahalakshmi Yoga forms here, and you're going to gain some good wealth. Family life will be very, very nice. And here Moon will come here, so emotionally you will be now be able to handle yourself, because the aggressiveness in your tone is going to come down. Then Mercury finally turns direct. Mercury direct in the third house restores all the communication related problems. Every document that you want to sign, every agreement, every contract that you want to sign, you can now go ahead and do that, because it is going to be very, very smooth. And Moon is making sure that it is coming to its own sign in the third house, sitting with Mercury in direct motion, telling that, okay, yes, yeah, we are very safe. I am here in my own house of the third house of hard work. The hard work that has been done in the past will now be rewarded. All the minute things, details which you have been looking for, you have been working on, now it is a time of reward. So reward will come in a very positive, nice way. All the best, Taurus ascendant people, from 25th of August till 31st of August. Great time. Only Lagna Lord little bit weaker, so you may feel a little bit disconnected from the world. Also, there can be a little bit of challenge of health, feeling very restless or feeling very non-functional. For that, please do Aditya Hriday Stotram. Give power to Sun, and Sun will give you inner peace, happiness, and confidence during this time. All the best. And astrology Hindi classes starting from 13th of September 2024. WhatsApp number is given. In fact, the link is below. You can click on it and join ASAP and start learning in a very, very Vedic manner. All the best. Gemini ascendant people. When we talk about Gemini here, Moon is entering into the 12th house in exalted position. Now, Moon is the second house lord. Getting into the 12th house gives clear indication that there is going to be some news from foreign country, some news for distant lands, or distant relatives can reach out to you. Maybe, this is the time that in partnership things were not working, because see, the 12th house is sixth from the seventh house. So that means the work of partnership, the losses in partnership, some kind of things that is going on in that area, you may have some kind of relief. In fact, Moon is making Mahalakshmi as well as Gaj Kesari, both the yogas here. So it is again a very positive sign for all the people that money from foreign country or some wealth from foreign country is to be coming your way in a very, very positive manner. On the other hand, in the fourth house, this is the time not to invest in real estate, by the way, because Venus gets debilitated in the fourth house, aspecting the 10th house. So great news in career also, like career with some speculative gain is going to happen. But on the other hand, you should not be doing any transaction for a property or a vehicle during this time. Also, utmost care of your mother. Venus is with Ketua. Venus is planet of love, so love life also may see a little bit of disturbance, and that love is not only for your loved ones; it's also for your mother, and for there can be some rift between you guys. So you have to be very careful for your father-in-law, your mother. These are the two things that fourth house rules. Also, distant family members who are very, very less connected to you. Then Mars enters into the Lagna, into the ascendant, the sixth house lord in the ascendant. In fact, the 11th house lord in the ascendant tells you that during this time in your workplace, there is going to be some growth. Partnership wise, also, there can be some great news. Now, see how God protects. Venus gets debilitated here, and Mars, fourth aspect, falls on it. So that means even in the toughest of time, other planets are there to take care of you. Mars is the Karaka of anything to do with conveyance and anything to do with vehicles, any conveyances or any land. And see, Mars is come the next day and putting an aspect, so that at least if you are in middle of something where where things can go wrong, Mars will come and save you. This is the blessing of God. That is why these planets, so wonderful to see astrology day by day. Then, when we talk about moon, it comes into the lagna and makes here again Mahalakshmi yoga in the ascendant. So, because of your effort, because of your attitude, you may gain something, and that can be even a promotion, that can be even something related to some positive thing coming to your life, like maybe a small recognition can also come. This is that time. Your attitude, your power, your ideas will be utmost respected during this time. And there is, well, for a very small time, it's a Rashi Parivartan Yoga also. When if you see, Moon has come to the house of Mercury, Mercury has come to the house of Mithra. This is a wealth yoga. So wealth is going to come to you. And then Mercury finally turns direct into Cancer. Mercury, all the problems related to family or family affairs or anything to do with the relation of, what you say, investments or for family, or getting money back from family, or putting money in your bank account, like accumulating wealth or making fixed asset. Everywhere you will find a peace and relief during this time, and things will move forward. The communication, the verbal communication related to such things where you're waiting for just a yes or no, you will hear that. And then Moon enters into Cancer. Coming to the second house promises wealth. So last week was not a very good week. Now this week promises a lot of wealth from different places, from foreign countries, from your own effort, now from family also, because Moon has come to the second house and giving you this indication. All the best. 25th to 31st of August, great time for all the Gemini ascendant people. There's a WhatsApp link in the description. If you click on it, you'll be able to book an appointment. And subscription is very, very, very required now. Gemini ascendant people are the least who have subscribed. Please subscribe and write down subscribe, so that we can welcome you with our own, thank you for coming and joining our family. Learn astrology. Classes starting 13th of September 2024. You can enroll ASAP. 9888508070 is the number, and WhatsApp link is there below. You can click, and special Hindi classes for astrology learning in Hindi is now available. All the best. Cancer ascendant people. When we talk about Cancer ascendant people, Moon is entering into Taurus into the 11th house. Lagna Lord in the 11th house, making Mahalakshmi Yoga and making Gajakesari Yoga. What do you want? Tell me. It is going to be an awesome time for all the Cancer ascendant people. One of the most awaited times where you make money, actual money. Lot of time now I want to make something, and this is what that time is. That some gains, huge gains, recognition, socially, some kind of things you will receive, which will be very, very good for you. On top of that, Venus is entering into Virgo, into the third house. This is the house of courage. This is the house of, taking the first step, personal interest, something where you are very driven about something. Here, when Venus gets debilitated, and especially with Ketu, something goes wrong in the communication. Something you can write on social media, someone can feel bad, either your siblings or someone can have some kind of challenge from your side. And especially sitting with Ketu, Ketu will try to convince Venus that okay, let's get detached, let's try to go away from things, which you have to be very careful. This is also the house of your heart, not the heart we are talking about, like the organ. It is also the your man. Man means your what you desire. This is that house. That is why, because of at that desire, you work very hard to get it, and this is how that house really means. Here, Venus getting debilitated may cause a little bit of challenge in terms of what we say, your communication approach. Something will go wrong. But on the other hand, it will bring you very big learning, because just look at Venus putting an exalted aspect on the ninth house of higher learning. So some big learning is coming. So very careful in terms of relationships, very, very, especially with siblings and your neighbors. Someone may feel bad. So I'm telling to my wife also is Cancer ascendant. I tell her don't be over protective over things. Some people can feel bad also. So that is what can happen. Then Mars enters into the 12th house. Now Mars is the lord of the 10th house. Mars is also the lord of the 5th house. So because of children, there may be either travel or travel with children. Absolutely, I can write down and give 29th. As soon as Mercury will turn direct, Rohitji, we are traveling back to Canada. Just see, Mars has come there, and Moon is also going to come there. So Mars comes here in the 12th house. There is going to be some kind of travel expenses. Career wise, there can be some kind of bad news also for people who are going through Mars and Moon Mahadasha, or Mars and Mercury Mahadasha, because the 10th house lord has come to the 12th house of what you say, um, 10th house lord has come to the 12th house of losses. Even the fifth house has come here. So some kind of even expenses for children, expenses for education also can happen. Then Moon enters into the 12th house. Now, these both people, the Lagna Lord in the 12th house, what does this mean? Long distance travel and like 29th August. Rohitji, no, not planned. In Leo also you will see, and here also we'll see 29th of August we are moving. We have our flight, not seen the chart also to move. It's just like, and see, Moon is coming, the Lagna Lord in the 12th house, long distance journey. So many people will be taking long distance journey depending on your Dasha, Antardasha. And this is Mahalakshmi Yoga. So going to foreign country and getting some wealth also is possible, or wealth from foreign country also comes. Happiness also from foreign country comes. But careful because expenses can be on the high as well. Then Mercury turns direct. Finally, this is the right time for any kind of communication as well as anything to do, what you say, even in distant lands, even anything to do like making any decision for signing a contract or applying for a job or an interview, if any date they have asked, or joining a job. Good days for Cancer ascendant people. And then Moon enters into Lagna finally. That means you are home. Finally you are going to be very peaceful, at peace. Very nice time for all the people. Your confidence will be at high, you will be shining bright. And Moon and Mercury together, just a day ago they did Rashi Parivartan Yoga, but right now both coming to the same house. Mercury going forward in, in Leo, and Moon residing here and also going forward in Leo, will start Amavasya on the 2nd September. It will be Amavasya when Moon comes here. But otherwise, very, very great time for all the people in terms of Cancer. You saw Mahalakshmi Yoga, Gaj Kesari Yoga, all the yogas are forming, Rashi Parivartan Yoga. So Moon is absolutely in the positive side before it goes to Amavasya. Because when Moon goes into Amavasya, it is Krishna Paksha. Remember, Moon going into Amavasya is Krishna Paksh, and Moon starting from Amavasya to go into Purnima is Shukla Paksh. All the auspicious things in the life should be done in Shukla Paksh when Moon is growing, growing, growing. Okay, all the best. Those who are watching for the first time, do subscribe, and there is a WhatsApp link in the description. You can click on it, and personal appointments are available, and I will be able to take your chart and discuss about your things. And especially career is the only area which I am the most accurate at. All the best. Learn astrology, especially Hindi classes by Rohitji, where even your charts will be discussed. So it's a great time, great opportunity, as well as learning from basics. 9888508070, and for appointments, even in the link below, if you click, you will be able to join the classes. All the best. Leo ascendant people. Exactly me. Here, rising sign. If you see, Moon is entering into Taurus. Sorry, Moon is into the 10th house here. So career-wise, there's going to be a very big boost. From career, there can be some sudden good news that can convert into lot of wealth. Especially because Gaj Kesari Yoga and the Mahalakshmi Yoga is happening in a Kendra. Okay, in a Kendra. So it is an absolute awesome, wonderful thing. uh, some good news from distant land, because Moon is the 12th house lord sitting 11th from itself. So distant land, some very good news, very good monetary benefit or something is coming your way. Then Venus enters into Virgo. As we talk about Venus entering into Virgo, it is the time that it gets debilitated. Now it is getting debilitated in the second house, and second house is house of wealth, where Ketu is also sitting. So now what is important? It is important not to take any big investment decision during this time. Even if you get a lot of money through your career, you should just park it, accumulate it for right now. Let Venus get into the other house, that is the third house. Then you will be able to make proper decisions, and proper communication will come to you. Right now, in excitement, you can create some problems. If you make money, this is the time to just park it somewhere very, very nicely. Second house Venus also can create a little bit of challenge with family, some kind of rift, some kind of extra hard work, lot of talking, lot of fights, verbal fights. So be very careful, because Ketu is here. Ketu will convince Venus to be as detached as it can be. Then later, Mars enters into Gemini. Now here it is again a very awesome time, by the way, because if you see, Mars is the fourth house lord coming to the 11th house. So gains through property. In fact, ninth house, it means gains through foreign travel as well as from spiritual practices or teaching. Some kind of gains through that kind of area is also seen. 11th house, it's all about your social network. So socially also you will have some kind of fame during this time. So a great time for Leo ascendant people. Then Moon enters into Gemini, makes a Mahalakshmi Yoga in the 11th house. Again, there is an indication of wealth. So wealth is coming to your way. Very, very awesome time, Leo ascendant people. 11th house is always about wealth and gains. Some kind of gain of name and fame. And if you're especially going through Mars Mahadasha, some really, really good gain. This is a very, very rare. As soon as next time Moon comes, Mars will have moved from here. So it is a very, very special yoga. All the best. Then Mercury turns direct into Cancer. Now it is a very good time for the wealth. Mercury sitting in the 12th house right now, especially the owner of the 11th and the 6th house. You are not able to generate wealth during this time. Something, those who are in business, nothing is working out and stuff like that. Here, Mercury turns direct. Finally, it will very soon go to Leo and you will be back to normal with everything working in your favor. And then Moon enters into Cancer, telling you about some kind of long distance travel that can happen. And exactly 29th is when we are moving from India to Canada back. So just remember, Rohitji, everything is placed according to the chart. Everything is happening very generic way, but it is happening. So many Leo ascendant people will be making either bookings for foreign country, either making some tickets, either expenses will be on the high. So that's what's happening to us also. So a very, very important week for wealth generation, but not very good for investment. So making wealth and parking it right now for next awesome movement is required. All the best. Do subscribe. I know Leo Ascendant are the most powerful, most dominating ones. And the WhatsApp link is in the description for personal appointments. Those who want to talk to me, click on it and you'll be able to come and we will discuss about your chart in detail. Especially career-wise, anything, reach out. Learn astrology. Special Hindi classes also by Rohit ji starting 13th of September 2024. Link is in description, as well as click on the link. You will be able to come on the WhatsApp and then discuss about your enrollment. All the best. Virgo ascendant people. Now, as we come to Virgo here, Moon is going to be going into the 9th house of Bhagya, of destiny, of spiritual wealth accumulation. That is the house of uh, expenses during a very difficult time. That expenses is expenses of spiritual gains that you have had. Just see, 10th house is karma, 10th 12th from the 10th is the 9th house. We see loss of job also, but we also see accumulation of spiritual wealth, accumulation of karmic wealth that you have done. And this is the place where Moon is making Mahalakshmi Yoga as well as Gaj Kesari Yoga together. Like what rare incidents, just one day and Mars will move away. Very, very rare combination. It is going to be an awesome time in terms of you generating wealth either from education, either anything from higher learning, anything from your father or gurus, mentors. Their one advice can turn you a millionaire. Like today, Roji, I was sleeping and I got an idea that can, I will not say here because people will steal it, but that idea that can create like not only wealth but actually bring blessing to everyone's life. So I will discuss with you offline. But yeah, some kind of idea. And my mentor came today. My mentor, Mr. Brijesh, you also know Rohit Brijesh Tanna. He came home today to visit in the morning, and he was talking about my personal growth and stuff. He's a coach, and he gave me one idea which led to another idea, and then amazing. So we will discuss. So such kind of things, meeting people where you get suddenly some kind of thing working for you. So make the best of this time for all the Virgo ascendant people. This later, what happens is that Venus gets debilitated 25th. That is, if you're seeing today, Venus gets debilitated here in the Lagna. So this is the time of lot of disagreement with yourself. Your self motivation will not be completely what you say completely and like refueling you. So it is better to take use of partnership. If you have partners, if you have any friends, partners, loved ones, wife, husband, you should be listening to them, because Venus is putting an exalted aspect on the 7th house, and collaboratively, collectively work during this time, so that there is no failure, there is always success. Mars enters into Gemini, into the 10th house. Mars is the lord of the third house. Mars is also a lord of the eighth house. And when it comes to the 10th house, there is sudden ups and downs, and some wrong communication happens, which can create a rift or some kind of balance issue in your career. in your public stature, in your society. So Venus debilitated in Kendra, Mars coming to the 10th house, that is the Lord of Upchaya and Dushtana coming into the 10th house, so creating a little bit of challenge in your career area. So from 26 till 28, you have to be absolutely careful in terms of career, not to make any kind of fights, or not to do what you say gossiping and stuff like that should be avoided. Your communication should be very silent, because third house lord has come to the 10th house. Okay. um, and exactly third house lord is sitting eighth from the third house. So sudden ups and downs because of your communication, as well as soon as moon comes here, and if you're lucky that nothing happens, you're not going through very bad mahadasha and stuff, you will get gains from career also. This is the time of gains. The lord of gains has come to the 10th house, so it is going to be some gain in your career, sudden gain, mahalakshmi yoga, sudden kind of you get a letter, or maybe that in a bad way also. Sorry, Virgo, and nowadays a lot of gain in US is like, you are fired, and this is like 4 months salary, so you get such kind of gains also. And you may find a job also next month, but I'm just saying that such kind of gains also is gain, it's not losses. So such kind of things can also happen to you. So depends on what dasha, antardasha, mahadasha, dashamasha, where you are going, what planet is working for you in which way, and influence of this transit also will make a very big difference. Okay. Later, Mercury will enter into the 11th house and turn direct. Oh, sorry, it is in 11th house, it will turn direct here. And finally, everything related to career, everything related to your personal life, everything in terms of your recognition, gain, your goal completion now takes that normal procedure on, and you will not be failing here. So great time for you. Moon entering into Cancer, into its own sign, is again a very big blessing. 11th house lord in the 11th house means gains, or some kind of, if even if you have a job loss, some kind of new opportunity is coming to help you. Some kind of new things in career is also going to help you. In your education is going to be help you, because both are aspecting the 5th house. So great time for Virgo ascendant people, and especially wealth wise a great time. In Sometimes we always think that wealth is only money, the currency that comes to it, but no, wealth is also the knowledge that we gain. So it is a very good time for gaining absolutely wonderful good knowledge during this time. All the best, Virgo ascendant people. Amazing time. Learning astrology was not so simple. Now it is very simple. Rohit ji is starting special Hindi classes from 13th of September 2024. Link is in description. Enroll ASAP, and you will be able to learn from basic even to that level that you'll be able to analyze your chart very, very easily. All the best. Take care. Libra ascendant people. When we talk about Libra ascendant, here Moon is entering into Taurus. Now Moon is a specially very special planet for Libra ascendant. It gets exalted in Taurus, which is sign of Venus only. Now, only challenge is that Moon is going to enter into Taurus into the 8th house. So, not a very good place for Moon to become exalted. Uh, but sorry to say, again, I don't feel all this nice way saying, but inheritance, some kind of mishap which can lead to wealth generation. Longevity wise, if someone in your family is at that stage of passing away, that can also happen, and you may feel a little challenged. On top of that, Moon is making a combination with Mars, and Mars is the second house lord. So someone from family can have a little bit of hard time, and that can be your source of income. This is the 8th house, is a very sorrowful house, huh, by the way. It is a house of inheritance. I, Roji, want to tell you, I met a Libra ascendant. Okay, Mars in the 8th house, Venus also in the 8th house. First time married, husband passed away. $1.8 million of inheritance. Second time married, husband passed away in 3 years, 5.9 million plus in inheritance. Third time married, husband passed away in 3 or 4 years, $10 million inheritance. Just imagine the planet. Seventh house lord in the 8th house, gains from partnerships. But what kind of gains? Look at the drishti of Mars. Mars seventh aspect is on the second house of family that we create, and created problem like this, and money came, but sorrow money. Now she's like, I made a lot of money in life, but I'm so void that wherever I'm getting married, everyone dies. I cannot get married. There is no other option. So depending, many yogas are there. Rahu is in specific house. Uh, you know, Seventh house lord is in the 8th house. So such kind of things happen. Here, money from sorrow is possible. Some kind of sudden ups and downs can happen. You can get money, maybe some accident, some insurance money comes. Something like this can happen because this is that kind of house only. Then Venus enters into debilitation and makes a Vipreet Rajyog. So this enhances more. So there can be some kind of challenge. Maybe insurance wise, you will get money. One of my client, Roji, I was talking to, he has a Mediclaim. He did Mediclaim. He said, sir, in one of the video, you said you will get suddenly money and you will go to hospital also. So he said, then I was laughing that, what are you telling? So he said, I went to hospital. The doctor, very unethical act, but he said I gained money out of it. The doctor said, see, if I do this operation, whatever you're doing, you will have to pay like at least 3.5 lakhs. Your insurance is, how much, like 5 lakh rupees. So what I will do, I will charge them 4.5 lakhs and I will give you 50,000. So at least your uh, bills on any medication in it will be taken care of. So it is unethical to do this, but he said, okay, you will leave office also for 1 month, so your salary also is taken care of. So he said, sir, I gained from medicine. I went to hospital, the doctor gave me 50,000 extra and I could so this is how planets work, but it was unethical. I told you, you did very unethical activity. It was not required. You should have never done this. So he's like, sir, now I am not that rich, this, that, whatever it is. I said, you will have to pay it somehow, somewhere to the universe because it is unethical money. You were supposed to, doctor was supposed to charge whatever. Doctor will also pay, you will also pay. But he said, I got speculative gain because that day it was such kind of yoga. So this is that kind of yoga where you may gain some kind of speculative suddenly from foreign country, also from foreign lands also, and in your workplace there will be a lot of happiness and growth that will be seen. Then Mars enters into Gemini. Now this is a good time. Mars entering into the ninth house, your devotion towards God, your devotion towards spirituality, your devotion towards your gurus will be enhanced during this time. Also good news for people who are what you say, in education field, they will be, and your second house lord is in the eighth house, in the ninth house. So those who are speaking, those who are always in any kind of thing related to do with mentoring other people, great time for them. A lot of confidence will come and there will be breakthroughs in your career also if there is something which you have been trying to achieve. Moon then comes to the ninth house, again makes Mahalakshmi Yoga. This is a good Mahalakshmi Yoga. Ninth house moon is gains from father, gains from your destiny, some kind of past deeds that you have done, suddenly gains from that. And that not only money, also knowledge. This is the house of knowledge. Gain from knowledge is there. And this is the house of higher knowledge and higher consciousness. Fifth house is the house of basic education. Fifth from the fifth is the ninth house of higher education. Awesome education. Then Moon enters into, then Mercury turns direct. This is another good news. The ninth house lord is finally direct. So in office, in trouble from foreign countries, dealing in area related to losses in your business, everything is going to end. And now beautiful time starts for your career. And then Moon enters into the 10th house, its own sign, new opportunities in career. Those who are saying that, oh, I'm looking for a job, when can I change this, that, whatnot. Here, this is the day, like 29th of August onwards is when you should start applying. Like 29, 30, 31st, back to back, apply, and see, you will see a change. And you may find some kind of because seeds sown during this time when planets are in good position reap very, very good results. And many people say, sir, you make astrology videos on based on the weekly thing, it is only for that one day. I said, no, that one day is the seed day. Then later the tree grows up and you eat fruits whenever other yogas happen. So that is how it is. Even that is what your birth chart is. You were born on one day. That is a snapshot of your karmas. And because of that, you will keep reaping the results every time the planet comes, goes, Dashanta, Dasha, this, that, whatnot. Okay. All the best. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. Click on it and you will come directly on WhatsApp. No need to feed the number as well. And the email is acastrochannel@gmail.com. There is also Rohitji's Hindi classes, which is starting on 13th of September. Make the most of it. Try to join this. Try to learn about astrology as well as your Kundli and your planetary placements. Everything will be discussed in the class. So great news for all the people. Scorpio ascendant people. When we talk about Scorpio ascendant, Moon is entering into the 7th house and getting exalted. Any partnership problems, anywhere where people are trying to raise money for partnership, anywhere where a lot of big money is stuck, such kind of people will have a great breakthrough during this time, because two big yogas are happening, Mahalakshmi yoga, and especially from partnerships. This is what is happening. It is in front of you. Moon and Mars together, Mahalakshmi. Moon and Jupiter together, Gaj Kesari. And in Kendra, in awesome places. And Mars, the ascendant lord, is making that. So it is going to be because of partnership, because this close partner, you may be gaining some kind of wealth, or at least an assurance that wealth is coming. So very soon you will convert into wealth. More than that, when we see Venus goes debilitated here, and especially in the 11th house. This is the time not to go in very big group settings this whole month, next month, not to be very private. This is also the house of kind of isolation from social events and stuff like that. So, that places you should not go. But it is putting an aspect of the 5th house, which is the house of love and romance. So, new love and romance interest can come. There can be also possibility that you may think about someone, think about your acquaintances or your friends, or something that you like them or stuff like that. Some things like this can start. See, Scorpio people are very secretive people. Okay, they are that kind of Scorpio who are under the sand. They'll just come up to bite you. So finally they just show their face when they're angry. Otherwise they're very, very reserved, nice people. Here, Mars is entering into Gemini, into the 8th house, making a Vipreet Rajyog. That means if there is any kind of debt that is creating a lot of challenge for you, that debt also turns into, you get solution for that also. So it is, and see Mars aspecting the 11th house of gains, Mars aspecting the 2nd house of gains. And what is this? 8th house is gains from partnership also, because 7th house is partnership and 8th house is gains from partnership. So here also, Mars is not alone responsible. Moon also comes here, which is the 9th house lord, comes to the 8,000, suddenly gains from partnership, gains from some kind of big, huge gains also be seen. Inherited gains. This is also the house of inheritance. So some kind of inherited gains can come to you. So awesome, beautiful time for all the people. Only health-wise, you have to be careful. Your stomach will be of lot of trouble. There can be travel also, lot of travel. So travel will not be pleasant. So this is what can happen. But otherwise, awesome time. Then Mercury turns direct into Cancer. As we talk about Mercury here, Mercury is the lord of your 8th house, sudden and also 11th house. That means gains. Again, there is another indication of gains here. That is from the 9th house. It is going direct into the 10th house. So from your career, you're supposed to gain now. And from your destiny, suddenly things will fall in nice places and you will start gaining. A beautiful week for Scorpio. I just think that this is the best I am doing for all the people. This is the best. Everyone is having good time, but this is the best time for all the people. And then Moon enters into its own sign, validating your destiny, that okay, all the seeds sown in the past now will reap great results. So your destiny is going to support you. Your guru is going to support you. Go and talk to your guru. If you have any guru, talk to them, try to understand, try to get their wisdom, try to not act on your own during this time. Try to go and seek some kind of appointment or consultation, or even their teachings. So that is going to help you during this time. All the best. I'm very excited for Scorpios, and people make the most of it. Um, uh, One thing, sorry, but there can also be problem of some kind of injury, some kind of stitches, some kind of hurting yourself, because the 6th house lord is in the 8th house. So 8th house is also a house of pain. So that some pain happens in some stitches, some leg twist, some problem in the stomach, sudden some boil come on your body, which will be very painful. Such kind of things can happen. So you have to be careful there. Otherwise, WhatsApp link is in the description for appointments. Click on it. You will come on WhatsApp and Samantha will book you and say, "Sir, I have 3 booking today." This she will call me. So, so have fun and all the best. Learn astrology with Rohit ji in Hindi starting 13th of September 2024. Enroll now and understand the whole classes, the pattern, how your charts will be read, how planets are placed, and what planets came from, and what is the constitution, everything, like from basic of astrology till advanced, you'll be able to learn. All the best. Sagittarius, my Sagittarius people, the most intelligent teachers of the world are Sagittarius people. They're the people who have the tendency as well as the indication of always being with wisdom. People with a lot of wisdom are Sagittarius ascendant people, because both the Kendras, in fact, they are not impulsive people. They are people who will take everything very, very nicely. And calculative people, educated people is Sagittarius. Education is their motto. Moon enters into Taurus here, into the 6th house. Now, this is not a very good house for Moon to be, but here Moon is making a Mahalakshmi Yoga and Gaj Kesari Yoga. That means you can get relief from debt. Any debt that is creating a lot of challenge to you, you can get relief here. There can also be possibility that your enemies who are not paying you, will pay now, because this yoga is very rare. Gaj Kesari yoga as well as Mahalakshmi yoga together, and in such high degrees. When Mars is also in high degree, those people who will be getting born today or tomorrow, they will have their Atma Karaka as Mars. That is how powerful Mars is right now. So at this moment, Mars is Atma Karaka of the world. Not a small thing, Rohitji. So just imagine the power that is happening. So your enemies will not be able to face you. You will get some win-win situation here. Then Venus enters into debilitation here, but puts so here career wise you have to be careful. In Sagittarius ascendant, I've seen that since the time Ketu has moved here, career wise a lot of challenges are happening, because Ketu is a planet of detachment. It will try to detach you from career, and uh, lot of non-interest is happening in the career area. This is what is happening. So I know this is a challenge, but what to do? Venus here coming debilitated will create that, increase that kind of challenge. So job losses can happen. Sorry for this, but there will be a lot of support from family and friends, because it is putting a fourth aspect on them. Many people will also be, because of job loss, maybe coming back to their home countries also. Very unfortunate. And I know this is all the people based in US who are always dependent on visa, their H1B visa, their this visa, that visa extension, whatnot. So some kind of mishap can happen during this month. Sorry for this, but this is how. All other depends on your chart, current dasha and mahadasha. If you are going through Venus and Ketu, then pack your bags. That is what it will be. But it is putting an exalted aspect on the fourth house. You will get comfort in your home, family wise, nice, real estate wise, gains from real estate. So things like that can be seen. Later, Mars will come to the Kendra. Mars is the lord of the fifth house, and Mars is also lord of the 12th house. So, Kendra, because of some partnership, you may get some speculative gains. Because some partner from foreign country can get you out of all the mess and get you into speculative gains. So, this is also possibility. There can be rift and trouble in your spousal relationship, because Mars is an aggressive planet. But as soon as Moon enters here, Moon will immediately make Mahalakshmi Yoga with Mars. So that means you will get some gains from partnership business also. If you're doing business in partnership and things are not going right, you will get some speculative immediate gains, big orders. Seventh house is also the house of contract, signing big contracts during this time. Those who are into millions and billions and very secretly watch our channel. So they will do big signing of contracts during this time. So all the best. Later, Mercury turns direct. Finally, good news for all the people. The Kendra Lord is now direct in the 8th house. Sudden lot of ups and downs going on into your life, and it is supposed to be moving into the 9th house, getting into the right direction. Again, signifies gains from partnership, because see, it is the 7th house lord, and 8th house is gains from partnership, old money that is supposed to come, some very dead money that is not coming. Also, money related to your inheritance. This is what this house is, and something is going to come. And later, Moon enters into Cancer. Moon is entering into the 8th house with Mercury. Not a very good place for Moon to be. Very careful of your stomach. But again, now this gains, which was just looking over the top, is now finalized. So this is basically a finance month, a week. This is all about money. This is all, this week. There is nothing about your. There is one thing where your career has to be taken care of. Second is all about money. Even those people who will lose their job, God forsake, nothing happens like this. But we have to stay in reality of the world. If that happens, you will still gain wealth. This is what it is. This is what the whole week is all about. Sorry, those who are a little bit of spectacle in their work area, or their things can go bad. But pray to Lord Hanumanji, pray to Lord Kartikya so much. Keep praying. Good news and good things will come to you very soon. All the rest, there's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. Click on it and you'll be able to come, and we will be able to discuss about your chart in detail. Learn astrology. Simple. Rohit ji starting classes from 13th of September in Hindi. Many people want to learn in Hindi, that you want to learn Hindi. Now, this is the absolute right time. Enroll. You'll be able to learn about 9 planets, 12 houses, 12 zodiacs, as well as your different charts and your own chart. So, don't miss this opportunity. All the best. Capricorn ascendant people. When we talk about Capricorn ascendant, Moon is entering into Taurus into the 5th house. Fifth house is the house of creativity, house of education, house of love life, house of speculative gains, especially stock market and suddenly some kind of lottery. Fifth and eighth have combination, lottery can come. Okay, this is how this house is. And fifth and eighth are making combination with moon be getting exalted. How? Mars is putting its fourth aspect on the eighth house. So this is the time of lottery, some kind of old money also from your clients that you have not received from the past. Suddenly they may turn up, or you may get something or some kind of money. If you ask, you will receive it. So it is a very good time to write in a paper that these are the people who owe me money this way, and I need to ask them that, okay, give me my money, give me my money, give me my money. 10 people you tell, maybe 2 people give, and you make really speculative gain. Mahalakshmi Yoga plus Gaj Kesri Yoga in a Trikon, and that too Mahalakshmi Trikon. It's an absolute blessing for Capricorn ascendant people. So please make the most of it. Good time for children, as well as good time for education or enrolling into higher courses as well as good time for love life. So top class. Then Venus enters into Virgo. Now here, the fifth house lord has gone to the ninth house and got debilitated. But remember, it is only debilitated in the ninth house, telling you, trying you to be more hard on spiritual act on your life. Spiritually, you have to be completely evolving. Ketu is there, no? Ketu will tell that, okay, this is the time of a lot of learning. Such people need to evolve very much spiritually, and that spiritual belief will come once you start getting a little bit of gains in your life in terms of happiness, money, love, children. Then that spirituality also comes. Here it is putting an exalted aspect on the third house, which is the house of your effort. So your effort will be at maximum strength, and that is what is supposed to give you back during this time. So beautiful time for Capricorn ascendant people. Only education, learning is very, very important during this time. Trying to connect with the spiritual on either meditative level, or either going to temple, or going to some pilgrimage is also required. Then Mars enters into Gemini. Now Mars, it is the 11th house lord and the 4th house lord, so it is the second yoga karaka after Venus. And going to the 6th house means end of enemies, end of debt, and good news in terms of some work related things will move in lot of action for Capricorn ascendant people. And then moon enters here and makes Mahalakshmi yoga. That means gains from debt. If you have taken debt, suddenly you will find out that there is some kind of gain that you did not receive, or gain from enemies. Some kind of enemy who was trying to always be troublesome to you may give you some kind of very, very awesome gains. Gain from partnership also is possible. So lot of good news is coming for Capricorn ascendant people this week. Then Mercury also turns direct. Last week was very, very difficult, right, guys? Now this week is going to be very, very awesome. Mercury also in direct in the Kendra, ninth house lord direct will make sure that your destiny also takes the right space, as well as any legal trouble that you're into, any debt that is very, very bothering you. You will get relief here also, because sixth house lord has also gone direct. So great news in partnership also comes here. Then moon enters into Cancer. Now, moon entering into Cancer, into the seventh house, into its own sign, restores partnership values. Agar partnership values have any problem in terms of, your husband and wife problems, lot of communication, ulta sida, like back and forth because of Mercury retrograde. Now, this is the moon that will come and calm down things, and there will be lot of happiness in partnerships. As well as, this is not only the house of partnership, this is the house of your grandmother also. Those who are very close to grandmother, you will also find very much blessings during this time. So lot of happy. Some say that number one chart is the house of your grandmother, but I see fourth from the fourth is grandmother, and 10th from the fourth is grandfather. So grandfather is number one, grandmother is number seven. This is what I feel. And some people, how they calculate, Rohiji, that fourth is the this is the grandmother, and fourth from the grandmother is the mother. So there are two ways of looking at it, but out of 4 and 7 only, where the aspect in do grandfather and grandmother. So you may get some happiness from them also. All the best. Take care. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. You click on it and you'll be able to come and discuss your chart with me, especially career-wise. Those who are struggling, I can guarantee that things will be very good if we talk about your career. All the best. Learn astrology with Rohitji, special Hindi classes starting 13th of September 2024. Enroll now. Astrology with learning about your own chart. Very special sessions. All the best. Aquarius ascendant people. Moon is entering into Taurus. Now this is exactly the fourth house of inner peace, happiness, success, and whatnot, lot of things. And here moon entering into this house is making in the Kendra a Gaj Kesari Yoga plus also Mahalakshmi Yoga with moon, so it will make two yogas. Right now Mars is at the highest degree in anyone's chart, and it is Atma Garga for the world at the moment, if we talk about, because anyone who will be born will have Mars in the highest degree in their Atma Garga. It is supposed to just enter into Gemini on 26th, that is, you know on the date. So what happens is that moon and Mars and Jupiter here, Mars is the karak of real estate. So while going from here, going to the fifth house with moon, it can give you some good news and positive uh, what you say indication for your real estate. Also positive indication for foreign travel also, because your Saturn is retrograde going towards the previous sign. Fourth house is afflicted. Why afflicted? Because here Mars plus Jupiter plus Moon. Also, Mars is wherever Mars will sit. It's a malefic. It can afflict it, and Mars is not a very good friend of Venus, so it afflicts the fourth house. So foreign news also is coming your way, especially for education, because Mars is going to take there. Um, Moon entering into this house is a good news, because this is sitting 11 from the sixth house. So you will gain from your workplace. You will also gain in your what you say in your designation also can be happening. Those who are in court cases, they will find a way forward now for the court cases to end. So lot of good news. Then Venus is going into debilitation. Now, Venus is a yoga karka here, and yoga karka going into debilitation is not a very good thing, especially with Ketu, may involve you into lot of occult, lot of stress and fear can come. And this fear is because of your success. Things will be going right, and you'll get fear that if things are going right now, right, that how do you feel if it happens next, what something wrong happens. So you will get very fear kind of portion during this time. Eighth house is the house of fear, also long term fear, some kind of unexpected things. But money wise, because it is putting an aspect on the second house, so wealth will increase. And that is the stress, that wealth is increasing now. Will it remain constant, or will I get fear about it? That is what you have to control and work on during this time. And for that, only Lord Shiva can help you. So, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Lord Shiva is there, no one can do anything to you. Then finally, Mars enters into Gemini. I told you about Mars entering into Gemini. It is entering into the fifth house, the third house lord in the fifth house, communication related to children, related to real estate, related to mother, related to creativity, related to speculative gain will happen, and that will be awesome time for you. In fact, this is the time that you can expect a promotion or sudden gains of bonus or something in your work area. So all the best. Then moon enters here. It is making now clear that if your stock market does not see green during this day, then that means astrology is not working for you. It has to see green, because it is the time of Mahalakshmi wealth yoga in your fifth house that is going to be going up. So take an advice of a mentor before investing into anything. Don't completely rely on astrology, because you may be going through different Mahadasha, Antardasha, Prapti Antardasha, stuff like that. But here, those who are going through Moon Mahadasha, Mercury Mahadasha, Mars Mahadasha, awesome gains in speculative, awesome speculative, sudden spike in speculation you will see. Okay, all the best. Then later, Mercury turns direct. This is also a good news, because Mercury is the lord of the sixth house. So Viprit Rajyog, what we call about here, you will start feeling the relief from debt, relief from your enemies, relief in your workplace. So things are going to be very good for you. A lot of relief comes now. All the problem is done. All the solutions will come to you now. And then when moon enters into that house, again lot of happiness will come, because no one will come and destroy their own house. Moon comes here, takes care of your health, of your daily routines, and of your workplace, and make sure that everything comes into order. Mercury on the other sense, you will be communicated also right, and you will also communicate right. So both places, beautiful things are happening. All the best, Aquarius ascendant people. Very nice week for you, for everyone. Very nice week. And there's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. So click on it, and you will be able to come and we can discuss about your chart in detail as well. Rohit ji starting Hindi classes 13th of September 2024 onwards. 9888508070 is the number. You can call, you can SMS, WhatsApp, and discuss. Also, in the link below, just ask for the classes, and you will be guided very well about the classes and everything. All the best. Pisces ascendant people, the most after sorted out people in the world after Sagittarius are Pisces ascendant people, because Jupiter is all of wisdom, and you are Jita Jada, Sakshat, like you are absolute Jupiter's incarnation. Such people who are Pisces ascendant, they have a lot of influence of Jupiter, like always guiding, always trying to help other people, always trying to become a teacher, always trying to making sure that everyone is in the right path. This is what Pisces ascendant people are. Moon is entering into Taurus here. Now Moon is entering into the third house. That means the hard work that you were doing and not getting result. Now that will convert into wealth because the yogas are that only. It is from wealth from either social life, either social media, either anything to do with short distance journey, either anything to do with some very short contract that will come to you and you will get wealth from that. It is also a time that your communication becomes very, very extremely powerful. That means it is said in Lal Kitab, when Mars and Moon are in the third house, your sword will have, or your pen will be more powerful than a sword. So that means if you write something during this time, it will come true. So please write, start writing. Whenever I'm talking to you, I'm doing see so many writing. I keep writing only. Okay, this is good, very good. Let it come true. Let it come true. Very nice. So writing, very important. Venus enters into debilitation here. Venus is not a very, very awesome planet for Pisces ascendant people because it owns the third and the seventh house. Now here, because it is in the seventh house, so partnership wise, you have to be very careful. And Ketu is here, so there will be a lot of detachment. Many people will be filing for divorce. Many people will be leaving their family or jhagda, trouble. Just imagine those who are watching this and something like this is happening. It is just because of a planetary placement. It is very temporary and move. So your acts now will long term affect you. So that is why just please be very patient. I have someone who's Pisces ascendant Rohitji in London. She has seventh house Venus and Ketu, this normal placement like this, what is happening right now. She has exactly seventh house. Divorced twice. Only of the reason that she feels that her husband is cheating on her. And there is no evidence. Planets, what they do, they try to put you such kind of things in your head. There is no evidence, but no. He was talking to one girl. He's a sales guy. He's selling what you call this plastic, some beads or something. He will talk to people. No. So such kind of illusion on your mind happens when such kind of planetary placement comes. So you can also be a victim of such illusion that okay, you may feel that your partner is doing something wrong, which can create into some kind of rift. And see, Rahu is sitting in the Lagna. Venus will aspect it, and you will become more dominant and say, "No, I am right," because your character is going to be very powerful during this time. So why do you want to do this? This is what my question is. So you should just relax, just hold on. If there is any rift in the partnership, just sit down and discuss about your problems in detail. Okay, sorry for giving this gyan, but yeah. Then Mars enters into the fourth house. Fourth house, Mars, second house lord in the fourth house. Buying of property or fixed asset is possible, as well as buying or selling of car. In fact, expenses in car also possible, and long distance travel also possible. There can be a long distance travel for pilgrimage or meeting your parents also possible during this time. And then fourth house is when Moon and Mars comes. If selling property, you may gain from it, and this is the day that you should put your property on market. Exactly 28th of August and onwards. Like 29th is best day because then Mercury will also become direct. Putting a property or selling your vehicle or selling any fixed asset, selling gold during this time to gain profit. It is an absolute wonderful time. And then Mercury turns direct into Cancer. Mercury is the lord of Kendras and in the fifth house of speculative gain. So those who were not seeing money in speculation, they will suddenly see. Those who were having problem on communication with your loved ones, with your girlfriend or boyfriend, with your partner, that is also possible. With your children also, that is also possible. Some favor or some positive news from your children is supposed to be received. You will receive that also. So an awesome times begin for Pisces ascendant people as soon as Mercury turns direct. And then Moon also comes to the fifth house, saying that okay, you know what, I am come to my own house. Why not work for speculation? You will start working on speculative gains and you will start feeling the best during that time. Also, very, very nice time for going for higher education, learning, going doing some joining some kind of courses. Many people of you Pisces ascendant, because Saturn is in this position and aspecting your ninth house, many people I've seen have started learning languages. They started because it's Saturn in the 12th house of different what you say different culture and long distance land. So such people have started learning long distance things and long distance education related to what is this app called Duolingo. People are doing some kind of work on that and learning languages. So these kind of things can happen for you. education can be taken considered during this time, and speculative gains will be there. Monetary wise, you're doing absolutely wonderful, because the Lord of the Wealth is making 2 times in different signs Mahalakshmi Yoga. So why not? Obviously, money will come. Your destiny Lord is making that. Very beautiful time. All the best for Pisces ascendant people. And Rohitji is starting special Hindi classes from 13th of September 2024. Make the most of it, because you will be not only learning astrology but also learning about your chart in detail. So all the best. Enroll. WhatsApp link in the description below. All the best, Rohitji, as well. Thank
Thank
you.
you. A long video because of so many transit in this week. Rarely we can see so many transits, but yes, this week so many transits. So wish you best of luck from ACS to family, and thank you very much for subscribing. Keep sharing, and for consultation details on the screen, you can WhatsApp here, or you can go to the description box. There is a link, click connect, and you can get a consultation, video consultation, one-on-one with Akashji. Thank you very much to all the family members. Thank you, Akashji, to you too for detailed analysis of this week. Thank you very much. We meet in some next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Mata.